get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, taste W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What time is it? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
61. Matchbox right.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Alpha.
To throw on second down. Landry quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
On the set.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Hey, echo.
Second and 6.
Go.
The 33-yard line.
Check back.
Looking to throw on second down. Landry, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Running right, here's Brown. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. And this one completes a read. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready, go.
51, Mike 51.
Bravo.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 3rd down, here's Graham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Landry, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Graham going to set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Landry. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Landry looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off play action. Landry. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them. But a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Graham. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alpha.
Throwing again. Landry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Now Graham on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. Hey, Orbit. Get it.
A final shot before break. Landry. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Brown, and some room to roam now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Graham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Bravo!
On 3rd down, Landry. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry.
That nigga got hungry, want to eat again, bro. Let that man eat, bro. Nah. What you gonna do? Fuck you talking about, cuz? Talking to you, nigga. Man. I don't know about doing that, but you know where I'm at, though. Yeah, you know exactly what building. Come in the building, bro. Just walk in the building. I find you. I find you.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think
fuck you been doing?
Play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Oh.
So
oh, shit got real, huh?
Another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Don't call it a drought.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the...
Cuz, don't quit on me. Nah, this a league game. What's this? What?
Stop turning ill. Oh, you got weed on that. Oh, you might as well run the oil
Huh? I did turn the air on.
You ain't put it on. I have to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more...
Hey, Steve, we going to the ship with the with this team, bro.
Just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical.
Going to the ship with this team, bro.
They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find
this shit easy with this team, bro. Niggas can cover. I ain't got cover for them. Their awareness ain't some shit.
7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down. Landry.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Landry. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does.
Oh, good shit, huh?
Intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Bet I got exact change for it.
His 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario...
You said 20, 30 cents, right? I got it. All right, let me get $1 then, so she won't be so nice.
Looking to throw. Landry. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Because I thought you was talking about the Texas Toast.
To throw on 3rd down. Landry. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And boy,
Steve said bless you.
Close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Who over there playing 2K? That's probably Day-Day.
80 weapons. Check, check, 59. Check, 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 check. Hey, watch that.
On 4th down, Landry. And it is incomplete. The Patriots.
Oh, yeah, that game do come on tonight. I got to watch that.
Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and
I
get
ain't quit
one
on
more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on
Yeah,
their
I
record,
know.
that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter.
I played a computer game, right? Why Chase Young had like 8 sacks?
They're the ones that are jubilant.
Pretty good results here on the first down run. As he
Every time I gotta play a computer, bro, I'm about to play that shit, bro, so my niggas can be like that.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England.
They keep making my man Jeff Brown fumble, too. I don't like that.
On 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game.
Damn, my car, I go get him.
It's important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Landry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup on 16. Back to throw. Landry. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Oh, this nigga Gronk this house.
And look at the catch by Gronkowski.
I said Gronk this house. He just house like 3 niggas, man.
At the Browns' 31-yard line. Operating from the gun, Landry. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and 2, Landry, and that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And
this nigga said he just want the points.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out.
The Eagles been looking for him.
Blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a carry for Brown. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense. Right? Helping with just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop.
You sound surprised.
And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew.
My dog, that nigga Bliss Packages was annoying the shit. I don't know what type shit he got going on over there, but that shit glitchy as hell. I'm telling you, I step back in the pocket 2 seconds to run throw a slant. His corner already tackling me. Like, bro, how? I gave up, bro. I gave up like second quarter.
No.